to your mother.
Morning coffee. Hey, everybody. I'm Joe Gatto.
Well, keep going.
And this is Steve Byrne. And we are listening. You guys are listening to Two Cool Moms. Thank you so much for listening to us. Steven,
Yes.
I don't know if you realized, but you wore your Viking hat to work today.
No, this is my party hat.
Oh,
I was
right.
at a swingers event last night, and these are not what you think they are.
Not what you guys are thinking, actually.
No,
it's an
it's,
event for acrobats. It's not what you guys, it has nothing to do with sexuality.
No, it definitely does.
No,
Yeah.
no, it doesn't.
The battery pack is in the back, and it's. I don't want to get into it, but
Okay,
let's
smart.
just say there's fluids that shoot out. Yeah.
Let's start again.
Classic Joe. Steven!
Oh,
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great, buddy. How's things?
Great.
Feeling well? You're looking
Fantastic.
well rested.
No,
How many minutes ago did we wake up? 42?
to be honest,
Let's be honest.
about 30.
30?
Yeah.
You look great for 30.
I'll take it. Yeah, did my spots at the cellar last night. and
How'd that go?
Fun.
People
Always
showed
great.
up. People laughed. People threw money
We did
at
the
you.
funnies.
Yeah.
I watched Aziz came in.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of cool. I hadn't seen him in a while.
Great, great.
And every time I see him, he says the same thing. You look the same. I'm like, you look the same.
Same, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like that.
And we had the conversation at White Castle, which is very funny.
That's great.
Asian Indian guys.
Got it, guys.
So we're
What's the name of that movie?
Harold and Kumar.
That's
go to White
right.
Castle.
But it would be Steve and Aziz.
Steve and Aziz.
You should have went to Burger King. It's a spinoff.
Well, that was always my favorite pickup line back in the day.
Yeah.
After a show, I'm like, hey, do you like fast food? And she'd be like, yeah, I like fast food. Good. I'll be Burger King. You be McDonald's. I'll have it my way, and you'll be loving it, guys.
Bingo.
I'm here
Bongo.
all weekend. Yes.
You could be magically, you could be transported to be in any film.
Any film?
You are the guy in the film. The guy. The lead. The person.
Yeah.
What would you be?
That's a tough question.
That is tough. Like, think about that for a minute. Now, I also want you to remember, you are the person filming the movie. You're in the movie. You don't live in the movie. So it's not like if you're Indiana Jones, you're not in the Sahara doing nothing. But you portray a person. You're an actor. You're playing a role. What role would you have wanted to land?
I mean, that's a tough one because everybody has a favorite film. But then
For
it's like,
sure.
if I could be in it,
Well, you don't want to replace your favorite film. Like, you're not going to go ahead and be Indiana Jones. You wouldn't be.
I'd ruin the franchise.
Right. You wouldn't be Harrison Ford.
no.
You'd
Like,
be
this
Steve
is
Chevy.
totally. Is this?
Steven Chevrolet.
His own jokes.
That's a good one. It's just too early for you. That was a good. Jiggy, was that a good one?
I liked it.
Jiggy liked it. I could have made you a Kia. I made you a Chevrolet.
I would have appreciated a Kia. It's a little updated. It's a little.
Stephen Kia.
By the way, have you seen some of these new Kias?
Oh, the
They look pretty
Sportage.
cool. Yeah, looking for sponsorship.
Yeah, because you don't want to ruin your.
You came up with a question, so you must have.
No, I actually thought of it in the moment too. But I wouldn't. I think my first instinct is not to ruin a franchise that I loved. Like, I would not, maybe I'd be Harry Potter.
Oh, come on.
That'd be pretty amazing. Could you imagine me as Harry Potter?
You with the glasses?
Oh, so fun with the scar and all. But like current, like I wouldn't be young.
But they're all British, and they have these great accents.
I know.
And then you're coming in with that Staten Island flair. What's
Beelzebub. Malanka Beelzebub.
They're like, no, that's not how you say it. Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, maybe maybe not
But
the
present
main.
day,
Oh, you know what? That would be great.
like Billy Madison goes to. I
Oh.
smell a movie pitch.
Yeah, no, I think
Billy Madison goes to Wizard
School.
camp, and that's you.
Wizard Camp. Yeah, just not. It's
Wizard-
not even a full school.
I don't
I'm
know
just
what it's
doing
called. I never saw him.
You didn't see them?
I've never seen
Well, Hogwarts is the school, and it's just basically like an academy they go to.
Mm-hmm.
But I would only do like the summer camp. Like, I would do a camp version. They go to the whole university, different levels, graduate.
Right.
I would do like a 4-week sleepaway camp.
It doesn't exist. You're creating your own.
No. If I
canon.
had, I would say I said Harry Potter, but I think it'd be fun to be like one of the spin-off guys in a movie. Like, not like I would love to be Sloth in Goonies.
Jesus.
Hey, you guys.
Give yourself some credit.
I would. Well, I mean, I wouldn't need makeup.
Just you eating pastries the whole time.
Yeah. No, I think like I don't know. You'd have to be somebody who's not really that important though. Like, I can't replace Pacino in The Godfather. I would love to have been The Godfather.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be.
But okay. Let's just say it's for you then. Okay. Like
Okay.
no one else is going to see it.
Yes.
AI puts you in it.
Uh-huh.
So we're not ruining a franchise.
No, yeah.
You could be in it. What would you be in?
I probably would have to say I'd probably be in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's just for me, I would love to have been like just to do all the stunt work and the fun work. I would like to have been like in Die Hard. I would love to be Bruce Willis.
That'd be cool.
That'd be fun, right? To be like diving all over.
You know what
the
I'd love
place.
to do? This would be like real.
Okay.
Okay. I would train for a year. Like I would literally train for it. Every day I'd do my stuff and then I'd train for like 4 hours for like 5 days a week. And I would be in Singing in the Rain and see how could I come even, obviously not even close, but at least like.
What's your version of that?
Horrible.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to do it like disservice. I'd
Humming
like
on
to,
a cloudy day. The Steve Byrne version.
Humming in overcast skies. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but I think, I don't know, I just watch it and then I'd seen this
documentary
yeah. on Gene Kelly, and he had done this PBS thing called The Anatomy of a Dancer, where he was taking all the best athletes of that time, like Mickey Mantle was in and all that stuff, and saying that dance is no different than being a premier athlete. Mm-hmm. And after then I had actually went down the rabbit hole and watched that. I was like, wow, it made me appreciate the athleticism of dance. And after going down this Gene Kelly rabbit hole like the last 10 years, I think that'd be the one thing I'd love to do is just like take an average I've never danced, I've never tap dancer, but like study for a year and then try to see how close you can come. Obviously horrible, but
just to be an impressive,
just do a scene. I think it'd be kind of cool, like the An American in Paris, where I got rhythm with all the kids around him.
So fun. Yeah,
I think that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah,
that'd be really cool.
I think did you grow up around dance
or boogie nights?
Did you grow up around dance?
No.
Did your parents dance? Have you ever seen your parents dance?
Never.
Really?
I saw my mom beer bong before she danced.
Have you ever seen your parents?
Because my brother came back from Iraq, and they were beer bonging because they were letting it rip. My mom was there, and she's like, "I'll do one."
Oh my goodness!
And she's 5'0",
right.
and she literally chugged it all. And my dad was clapping afterwards, and it was just weird seeing your mom like.
Yeah,
I was like, oh
beer
God,
bonging,
it was just weird, but it was so fun to see her like in such a party mood.
So then she danced after that?
She didn't dance. I don't think I've ever seen her dance.
You never seen your parents dance together, like at a wedding or anything?
No.
Wow.
No, I don't think so.
My parents used to dance in the kitchen. My dad was 6'3". My mother was 5'0", and they used to swing dance, like old school, right? So my dad used to like twirl. My dad used to like twirl my mother around, but he would just like be flipping her shit, like because she was so small. And
he could toss her up and stuff.
Yeah, they did like just turn. He didn't do like the flip her over and stuff. She would get too scared.
That's the thing about swing dancing. You have to have somebody who's like
dainty.
Very dainty. Yeah. Like Jess and I, she'd throw me around before I threw her around.
I love swing dance. Do you dance? You don't really. I've seen you dance.
I don't dance.
I've seen you dance.
No, I don't dance.
I've seen you do this.
I'll keep the beat.
Yeah, keep the beat.
That's it.
Well,
that's as far as
you don't
I
hit
go.
the dance floor.
Excuse me?
You don't hit the dance floor.
Never.
You don't tear it up.
Not my thing.
Me neither.
I had. Oh, you are.
I love a dance floor.
An opportunity.
I love it.
For
every floor,
showcasing.
Every floor is a dance floor if you dance on it, and remember that. There's a dance floor everywhere, baby. Once you start dancing on that floor,
I've seen it.
You know it.
I've seen it in real time. I had an opportunity with. I don't know if I ever told you this story. If I did, please stop me. We can edit it out. But I had an opportunity. I did a show in New Orleans. There was an A-list actress there, and we went out afterwards with a few of these actors, and we go to this bar, and she's like, "Come dance with me. Come dance with me." I was like, I don't really dance. She's like, "Come on, come dance." And I was like, "Maybe I'll have a shot. That'll help me." So I have a shot, and I'm hanging out, and she's hanging out. And she's like, "Come dance with me." I'm like, I'm just not. It hasn't kicked in yet. Let me have another shot, and and then we can go dance. So I have another shot. She's like, "All right, are we dancing or not?" I'm like, "I'm just not a dancer. I'll be honest with you. I just don't dance." She's like, "Come on, come dance with me. I'll lead. I'll do. We're just having fun."
Right.
I was like, "Let me have one more shot." She's like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Just one more shot." So I take a shot. I turn around. And she's making out with a girl on the dance floor.
You could have been that woman.
Could have been.
You could have been that girl.
Could have been me.
So mad.
It infuriates me. It infuriates
I see
me.
how angry you got.
Yeah.
Oh, so you wanted some
Woulda,
liquid
coulda,
courage.
Sorry?
You wanted some liquid courage.
See, had you been there,
I forgot.
I take it back. No, I don't. We were in Miami. Me, you, and Vince Vaughn.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You guys hit the dance floor, and I still didn't.
That's right. You didn't.
Do you remember? I was by the bar.
You
the whole
watched
time.
and clapped.
I watch and clap.
You love to spectate on a dance floor.
I spectate. I don't like to like if I go to an orgy, I'll watch.
Yeah. For sure.
There's
And you're
no way
known
I'd
for that.
partake.
You're known
Yeah.
for that. People say that about you all the time. They say, that's Steve Byrne. He's a watcher. I always liked the thing. I always put it out there when I was coming up because I think people like to be with me because I'd always be the worst person on the dance floor, but I wouldn't care. I dance with Sal always says I dance with a confidence that I should not have. Because I just like to dance and I don't care what I look like. And I'm not very good at it, but I have moves that are entertaining to watch.
Beyond. But I don't.
Would you call me a bad dancer or a good dancer?
If I were to study this, and I have,
Okay.
as a watcher, I would say you actually are a good dancer because to be that bad, you have to be great.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess. Thank you.
I think you're so good, you can take it to another level where it looks horrible, but it's actually like rooted in like real
it's on
synchronicity
beat.
with the it's totally on the beat.
Oh yeah.
It's a train wreck.
Yeah, it's for sure.
It's an absolute dumpster fire rolling into
fun.
a dance floor of fun, but it is contagious. And what happens is anywhere you go, and I've seen this repeatedly,
Right.
anywhere you go where there's a song you like, it turns into a fiesta.
Mm-hmm.
It is Cinco de Mayo
That's right.
meets Mardi Gras meets MLK Day.
That's right.
Like, I don't even know what that last one is.
I don't know.
But it just, everybody, that's what I
break an
mean.
egg.
Everybody comes in
Yeah.
and joins in the fun.
I break the egg so we can
Your
start having
Ferris Bueller's
breakfast.
Day Off.
I am.
Twist and shout.
I am. I want it like everybody's time to eat, baby. Let's break the eggs. Come on out. It's breakfast time. Let's make some omelets. Come on. I do. I think that, that's the biggest thing that annoys me because I was a spectator a long time because I don't drink. So I'd go out with my friends and I just watch.
That's where it comes from, you think?
Yeah. It's so annoying that everybody had their back up against the wall, too cool for school.
Yeah.
And I was like, and everybody's like just waiting for something to happen. And 10 out of 10 times, as soon as I hit that dance floor, here came somebody else. And that's why my friends love to be with me because all my friends were also better looking than me.
Yeah.
And I would always just have the confidence to go into groups of girls and be like, we doing this? What's going on here? Let's see,
Break the ice,
and,
yeah.
Right. And they go, oh, my friend, he's so silly, and that's it. But I would just, and always for me at the end of the night, I would always have so much fun. And I think that's why I'm so skinny because I think
Excuse me? Wait, can we rewind that? And can you rewind that and like get my face?
Okay.
Get my face taking in the information of going, that's why I'm so skinny. Because you will see like a distraught look like, yeah, but wait, what? Because I've
Did I
seen you
mishear him?
as much as I've seen you dance, I've seen you with your shirt off. That's how much we've spent time together. So it's like this equilibrium of like most people, when you're at the Gap or a store, it's like, oh, that's a nice shirt. Where's your dressing room? Joe's like, oh, I like this. Whap, just off, chucks the shirt.
Again,
it hits you in the face.
Every
You're, like,
every
blinded.
room is a dressing room if you get dressed in it. Same way every floor is a dance floor if you start dancing on it.
But what happens is like when you're used to it, like us, like Jiggy and I, just like, okay, Joe's just trying on a shirt, so you're not really as amused. But the whole staff's like, this dude's on TV. Is he just taking his clothes off right here? And everybody's like, oh, it's Joe. It's almost like they expect it.
Best is when people recognize me mid-shirt off and they're like, Joe, can I get a selfie? And I have
And they don't even think about
I
it.
just take the shirt off. I have.
They don't even think twice about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but I should be fatter. I burn a lot of calories on that dance.
You don't do anything. You should be obese. You should clinically be obese.
Yeah.
Like a doctor should say, you should walk 15 minutes a day. But you are skinny here.
Yeah, everywhere.
There's that one
one barrel spot. That's
Yeah.
it, man. I load her up.
You could. By the way, it's not even that bad.
No, it's not because I blouse.
But you lost weight.
Yeah, I found some too.
Last
Though.
few-
So it's a little.
You've
bit-
lost more than you've
Yes,
found, though.
yes. But I was on an uptick before my colonoscopy. I was on an uptick.
I mean, we were learning a lot today.
I grabbed that drainage and wrote it out.
Oh my!
Yeah, I was like, this is gonna because you have to go
call
on
it
a
drainage?
Well, you have to go on a liquid diet for 2 days, and I did that, and then I had I evacuated the dance floor because that's before the colonoscopy. That's what you got to do.
You flooded the dance floor.
You flooded the dance floor. So I did all that, right, and then I felt like light on my feet. I was
Right.
like, you know what? For a couple of days, I'm just gonna bang out some veggies, and we go back to like sort of veganism for a minute, and I had like a 9-pound swing.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
I was
cheesecake.
like, let's start it back up. Went right to the factory, pulled in, beep beep, bring it in, waved them in, right in the gullet.
the pallet. Another pallet, please.
Yeah, but now I'm back on the road because of the fall tour.
Right.
So now it's like when I'm out and about, the late night eating, you know how it is.
Sure.
You're with me most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the late night eating starts. There's not really as much. But I do more walking, I think, now because I'm exploring the towns. I'm hitting the main streets.
Right.
So I think I'm a little bit
Very
more active
high
and more-
intensity cardio.
Yeah, like 4 to 5 steps a minute. I don't know if you guys keep up, but
Yeah.
4 to 5 minutes. Yeah.
So did you answer your movie thing though?
Yeah.
What was it?
I'd be the T-Rex in Jurassic Park.
You never answered it. You never answered it.
I'd be the T-Rex in Jurassic Park.
You proposed the question. You never answered it.
Yeah, I did. I said I would be in Star Wars.
No, you didn't.
I did too. Wow, my God, wake up.
What would you be in Star Wars?
Me? Yoda.
Yeah. You never said this. Did he say it?
I said I'd be in Star
never
Wars,
said-
but then we sidetracked. I said Star Wars.
He said Star Wars, not Yoda.
I'd be Yoda.
There we go. Now, I didn't know.
Joda. This is not the fat man you're looking for. Podcast with me, you will.
The pastries you will hand me. The pastries you will
Yes,
hand
that's
me.
it. These are not the cannolis you're looking for.
These are gluten free. These are.
Everything is
They're not.
gluten-free.
They are gluten free. They're not. They are gluten free.
I am skinny. I am attractive.
But I'll tell you, I am attractive.
I Jenny might trick my wife. I got her.
I was in Pittsburgh, and these girls I went to college with, they came to the show. And this girl named Gina, God bless her. She's a sweet girl, very sweet. But, you know, they're all in their 40s, right? And this young guy, Luca Farrow, is opening for me. He's
Gorgeous, Luca.
He's a handsome kid,
yeah.
right?
He opened for us on the road. He came out one time.
She comes over, and she goes, "Hey, Luca, how many drinks would I have to buy you for you to hook up with me?" And I go, "Hold on, I'll get the bottle." She goes, "Fuck you, Steve."
Hold on, I'll get the bottle.
She immediately, wow. And it wasn't even like, "Hey, fuck you," like laughing. And she was like, "She was like, fuck you, Steve. I haven't seen you in 20 years. I came to support you by seeing your show. Fuck you." And she fucking left and didn't talk to me the rest of the night. And I felt so bad. But it's like, you saw my show. You gave me a layup.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything about that.
Of course.
And by the way, he'd absolutely need the bottle.
You weren't lying. You're shooting straight.
But I was out with another comic recently. I forget where we were, but we were like going to like a pub, and they had a dance floor, like a fun, Come On Eileen and all that stuff.
Right. All the bangers.
All the bangers.
The wedding playlist. The wedding playlist, right?
You'd be in heaven. In heaven.
For sure.
So we walk in, and there's these 3 young kids. None of them are like homecoming king, but they had on. One had a Hawaiian shirt on. The other had on like plaid pants. And they're you could just see they're fun guys,
Fun time,
right?
yeah.
They're not trying to get attention. They're just like goofy. And they hit, I see them hitting the dance floor. And I'm like, you could be the best looking guy in this room, but those kids are going to be competition for everybody. The girls are going to swarm around these guys in about 5 minutes. And they became the party.
Yeah.
And
people love having a good time with people having a good time.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, you want to be a part of it.
It's you.
That's me. Good time right here. And that's why you hang out with me so much.
It's Joey Dance Shoes.
Joey's dancing
Get my Capizios, Byrne. I got to hit the floor.
Lace them up. Lace them up. I got to hit the floor here, my Viking, as we conquer it all.
Okay, here we go.
Be honest. Do you remember that you had the hat on?
There's been moments where I forgot I had it on. Okay. And then it dips back, and I got a big forehead, so I got to go back down.
Got it. Thank you for submitting your questions. Two Cool Moms. At Two Cool Moms.
At Two Cool Moms Pod. Here we go.
Here we are on Gmail.
There's
there you go. Nice sideways.
Here we go.
Oh, now you're gangsta style.
Yeah, there we go.
Don't want to mess with you. There you go.
Here we go. This question.
He's getting serious. Oh, he's rhino in it.
Fuck it. It's not built that way. I had loose blood in my head. It's from, doesn't say. Not a question, but random idea I sent to Steve a while ago. Had to throw that in.
Had to.
Steve, you didn't
don't
check
listen
it.
to me. Yeah.
Now I'm doing this a second time.
Yeah.
My apologies, but I just don't check my DMs, really. Funny idea for a Two Cool Moms episode, if you think it would be funny. Me and my friends used to take out the lyrics to Big Papa in the song by Biggie, I Love It, when you call me Big Papa, and exchange it for ridiculous synonyms like, I love it when you call me Enormous Padre, or I love it when you call me Grandfather. Ha ha ha. You guys could have each other pick songs out of a hat and have to come up with ridiculous synonyms for song names or song hooks, it would be hilarious.
You look psyched to play it.
You gave this. I love it when you call me Big Papa.
Well, that's one
So
example.
now you've got to
If you were given a song title, you would have to give another. We do this naturally, though.
you do it naturally. You're very okay. So what's an example? Because this is you.
Is it me?
Yeah.
I thought there was two cool moms. Yeah.
Yes, but like I'm just saying, like, this is something where, like, as we're driving down the road,
Right.
we'd hear a song and then you would.
Well, I love pun work. I love to do it, and I love to mess with songs. I'm very musical.
Yes.
But you know music more than
Tap
me.
tap tap.
Yeah.
I imagine the orchestra tap tap tap. Guys, I am musical. And
Go. Here we go. No, so like
Jiggy, you have your give us some song titles.
I'm
and
pulling
let's
up
see.
just like the top 100 songs of all time. So I'll give you guys a song, and then you guys can maybe pun it out.
That sounds
I
great.
think that'd be more
That
fun.
sounds great.
Right?
Welcome to a new segment called How Punny Is This?
Oh, great. That's great. I love it. Let's
Okay.
put up a fun title here.
Yeah.
Maybe some fireworks. We don't have a budget for it.
We'll just go like this.
Here, we'll just put it here and our hand will go behind the text because that's all we know how to do. We
We don't even know how to use AI, and AI could just do it right now. But yeah,
we don't.
Okay, we'll start with a classic from Simon and Garfunkel, "The Bridge Over Troubled Water."
That's what he starts
like
with.
a bridge over troubled agua.
Agua.
Is that what we're doing?
Agua. Oh, so you just made it Spanish.
Yeah, that's what I love when you call me
Big Papa, grandfather,
big
enormous padre.
Yeah.
I see what they did. So they just came up with different words for Big Papa, and they needed an enormous padre. I love it when you call me enormous padre. So then you just did like a bridge over troubled agua.
I love it when you call me grande senor.
Yeah, frogs.
Oh God, this is awful.
That song's terrible.
Give me
Try
a shot
different
of
one.
whiskey and I'll
Give
get
us a
this going.
poppier one.
Yeah.
Okay, Madonna, "Like a Prayer."
When you brush my hair, right?
Well, I don't know if this is the game.
Is it?
Oh, can I give another suggestion? I used to play a
Pull
game.
the fire alarm. So we can
Okay, so I used to play a game that
evacuate
was
this.
fun party game.
I'm sorry.
A fun party game.
Fun party game. It was called the Dick Game. And
Excuse
so
me?
you take called the Dick Game. You take a song lyric or a song title or a movie title, and you replace one word with dick. So instead of Toy Story, it'd be like Toy Dick or something like that.
Is it a dick story?
It's called or Dick Story. Exactly. That's the game. It's called the Dick Game.
You mean porn titles?
Yeah, I know. That's basically what you're doing.
That's every porn title.
That's what they're
the
doing.
Loin
So you
King.
could take-
Yeah,
the
that's,
Loin King. I've never. That's funny.
it was an old joke I had. So,
The Loin King. Great. Yeah, man. Keep it up.
yeah, that's like porn titles. Saving Ryan's Privates.
That's
that.
fun.
That's
There you
funny.
go.
Yeah.
No, that's a better game.
That's a fun game too.
That's a
All right,
better.
give
give me a movie title, and you're going to
give
pornify
us
it,
four movie titles.
and we'll adultify it.
Okay.
He's googling titles.
I'm googling some movies here. Okay.
Mission
Well,
Mission Impossible.
I had one that it doesn't need anything. Freddy Got Fingered. Already done. Let's do Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Robin Hood, Men in Tights. This game is awful. It's terrible.
Who sent this?
I don't know.
I'm so glad the name isn't there. And now I'm glad I didn't answer the first
You know what?
time.
You probably ignored it on purpose.
Yeah. Robin Hood Men in Tights is already like
Feel my tights. Robin's Goods. Feel my tights.
there you go. But it's already like a satirical
Satirical thing.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Already there.
Don't. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Don't do it. We're an iHeart official podcast now. Don't do it. Next question. You look at me with your Viking helmet. We all know what you're gonna do. Next.
Steve. No. But Joe, no. Okay. Okay. Next question. Here we go.
I love you.
This is coming to us for again. I don't have to. Okay. Hey, mommies with a Y chromosome.
Why do that? Why insert that, folks? Go ahead. Hey, mommies.
I've been listening to your podcast and love how you can have a laugh and chat about lighthearted to some serious stuff. I have a question for the moms who can give a dad's perspective.
Oh.
I have a 2-year-old son who had a difficult newborn stage with. My husband was sort of blindsided, I think, and didn't do much, thinking I had some magical know-how or how to deal with screaming babies. It was so rough, I'm debating on having a second child, which was always our plan. I'm scared. I'm scared I'll have the same newborn stage, but now with a toddler swinging for my prego belly, am I scared for nothing? And how do I express my concern to the hubs without sounding critical about his effort in newbornhood? Thank you guys for all your advice.
Wow.
So she felt like he didn't do enough.
Yeah.
And she was doing it all, and she's on her way with the second one,
Yeah.
and her husband's got the X chromosome.
Okay, I guess so. So, I think that the thing here is,
Mama, don't take my chromosome away. Mama, don't take my chromosome. Mama, don't take my chromosome. Mama, don't take my chromosome away. Remember that Paul Simon? Kodachrome? You don't remember the Kodachrome
I have no idea
song?
what you were doing. No,
You have no idea that Paul Simon song?
no, this is you now. This is what you do. You don't know Benny.
I'm doing
you don't know
puns.
Benny. You know Benny Higgins and the Bluffs. They sang
I'm doing-
Electric Power.
I'm doing, oh, Christ. I'm doing the
Here we go.
puns.
I got the puns, but I don't know the original song.
You know this song.
Yeah, I do know it. It's in a lot of movies.
I'll stare at you, too. Your dad was banging your mom in the kitchen to this song in the 70s.
Probably. Do you think they used music, my parents, when they fucked?
Oh, your dad definitely banged your mom with this. My dad probably got a hand job.
Probably. Over the
You don't
course.
remember this
I
song?
don't remember that. Oh. Is this Benny Goober and the Jets?
I don't know it.
I feel like I would like it.
So we were doing puns earlier.
Yeah.
She said the chromosome. So I thought that was a good, Mama, don't take my chromosome
I
away.
recognize that.
Especially these days because they are taking the chromosomes away and becoming anything you want.
do you want this to be a 30-second podcast?
Guys, this podcast is now on Fox News. We're on the Daily Wire. I want to thank Ben Shapiro for having us.
Two cool Shapiros.
Two cool Shapiros.
Did you? I didn't know that song at all.
Paul Simon. It's a very popular.
So, you know what?
You only listen to.
Time out.
Yep.
Paul Simon is from Simon and Garfunkel. That's who that is? That's that Simon?
Joe.
I swear to God, I didn't know that.
I'm gonna bend down.
That's that Simon?
Yeah.
I'm
Paul
gonna ram into you and gorge you with one of these Viking things. You didn't know Paul Simon was from Simon and
No,
Garfunkel?
I had no idea Paul Simon. That's really that
Today
Simon.
that happened to you.
Oh, wow. That was crazy. I just went. I just had
Whoever
a.
edits this, please get Joe's face when he looked over here and he just. You had no idea.
No idea. Who
Paul
does the
Simon-
song with Chevy Chase?
And I bet
That's Neil Simon.
That's
Paul Simon.
That's Paul Simon. So that's I love that. So he that's the same. Yeah, it is. So what's the most famous?
Because you were always more of a Garfunkel fan.
I'm super Garfunkel. My son's name was almost Garfunkel. Garfunkel Gatto. I almost had Garfunkel Gatto.
Double G.
GG.
Yeah.
Garfunkel Smithsonian Gatto. That was almost his name.
I love it if Garfunkel was singing like a bridge over trouble, and then they cut to you. You're like a bridge over troubled waters.
What if it was Gatto and Garfunkel? We got rid of Simon. Remember we talked about that replacement thing?
Or how about Simon Garfunkel and Gatto?
Sounds like a law firm.
Feeling groovy.
Got bit by a dog called Simon Garfunkel and Gatto.
We're offices of Simon Garfunkel and Gatto.
We'll bite back.
Why do you guys have an unmarked van that you travel in? Like, it's so weird.
Oh, wow. This has been a revelation.
You had no
for me.
idea.
None. That's been a revelation for me. Simon and Garfunkel. Okay, so what happened to Garfunkel? He didn't do nothing by himself? What's
don't think
what's
so.
Garfunkel's first name?
Art.
Art Garfunkel? No.
Art Garfunkel.
Is that real?
I
Yeah.
believe it's right.
Art Garfunkel?
Yes.
Not many famous artists. Nothing.
He had like the hair of a mad scientist. Too.
Yes,
He had
yes.
like that red.
Yeah, I remember.
Like a
I
ginger
know.
fro.
I see the picture of them on a. Oh, now that I see the picture, I put it together too.
Did you know? Name the band Lionel Richie was in.
Lionel Richie was in the Commodores, right?
Oh, okay.
I knew that.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
I like Motown. That's why. I'm
Yeah.
not really a Simon and Garfunkel. What is that? Bluegrass? Grass tones? What is that? Bobby Grass Tones. What's their
Grass tones.
bluegrass?
Is that made up?
Yeah, Grass Tones is made up. What is that called? What is that called?
Folk music.
Folk. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, don't look at me like I'm a fucking idiot.
But you're from New York City.
Yeah, I'm from New York City, the home of folk.
The folk music scene came out of the Village.
No, it didn't.
That was a big. Oh yeah.
Folk music came out of like Amish country.
Amish.
Folk music did not originate in New York City.
Can you Google that?
There's no way that folk music came from New York.
It was like the Village was like the epicenter for all the fucking
This stuff?
that shit. Yeah.
Isn't that
the beatnik?
That's doo-wop.
No, but they'd say something funny and they go,
Oh,
Like
the
all
snap.
that.
The snaps.
Yeah, the snaps.
Give me snaps.
yeah.
Hey, man. Smoking doobies. Like that? The folk. I didn't know folk. Oh, I'm learning a lot. This one's a big one for me.
Michael McDonald. What band was he in?
Ronald. Michael McDonald. He did.
Yeah.
That's
What band was he in before?
Was he in the Cars?
Oh man,
I don't know.
Doobie Brothers.
Was he?
Taking it to the streets.
Yeah, I love that. I know that.
The piano.
I don't know the. I know. Yeah, I got that. That's what you were doing. I didn't think this was drums. Yeah. A lot of people came out of New York City's music scene that were folky. I don't know.
Yeah, the Village was. That was the. Did you find it, Jake?
Yeah, I think you're thinking of like Bob Dylan, which would be considered
He'd consider folk.
folk. So there
Like
is
the
origins
biggest folk?
definitely in New York, but it's considered like a North American, Northeast American origin.
Northeast
But the
America.
episode, like the
Northeast
scene,
American.
was the Village in New York City. That's where they all would gather and inspire each other. But Dylan
That
was
is,
the
I would
biggest.
put that as correct, and Bob Dylan would be kind of the leader of the pack for
So Bob
popularizing.
Dylan is the biggest folk artist of all time, right?
Hands down.
Right, for
Has
sure.
to be.
Right. I don't know any Bob Dylan songs. I don't think though.
For $1 million, I can tell you one Bob Dylan song.
I know. Don't they make fun of him when he's talking?
He does. Yeah.
He's very nasally, right? know
I
that.
guarantee. Like I can't. Like
See?
we all know it though. If you
hear it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can you just bring up the top three.
Bring up
Sorry.
the top
I'm
three
gonna
songs.
go to Spotify and see what his top five.
Why don't you go to the iHeart Music Radio app? You fucking.
Oh
idiot.
yeah, sorry.
Let's go to the biggest competitor. You dummy. I'm just gonna go.
Oh wow, yeah. I mean, I'm here on iHeartRadio app.
Yeah. And look, just search for Bob Dylan
Okay.
and see what the top songs come up.
Okay. The top songs are "Knocking on Heaven's Door,"
Oh,
which
of
I
course,
feel like
yeah.
I know that.
Knocking on heaven's door.
I do know that one.
But isn't that a remake by the Guns N' Roses?
yeah.
Yeah, Guns N'
Isn't it?
Roses remade that, right?
Yeah, but he did it for. Well, you think Spaceballs came first before Star Wars? It's like
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
that's what- Jesus,
Yeah.
dude.
I didn't know that. I thought
What,
Knock on
what,
Heaven's
Star-
Door was
No.
Guns N' Roses first.
Oh, come on, guys.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 2 is "Like a Rolling Stone."
Sung
you
by
go.
made famous by the Rolling Stones.
Yeah. All along the
3.
Watchtower, Jimi Hendrix, but he did it
Oh yeah.
first. Yeah.
3 is "Blowing in the Wind."
Ah, great title for a movie.
I heard that was Monica Lewinsky's favorite song. by Dylan.
Hey-oh. All right, next question. Well, it's a journey of self-discovery here on today's Two Cool Moms for Joe Gatto.
You are learning a lot. Yeah. Give me the fourth one. Do you have the fourth?
"The times they are a changin'."
Yes. Yes. Okay, you got me on
We
that
know
one.
them all.
But how's that number 4?
I don't know that one.
No, I didn't know that one. I know Guns N' Roses singing
You'd
that
know it if
one.
you heard it.
I know Times They Are A-Changin'. The first 3 we did not know. I knew all the remake versions of them. I didn't know.
True. Yeah. And then the last one to round it out is "Hurricane."
I looked at you and when he said knock on heaven's door, I looked at you and did an Axl Rose impression going, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. And you went, yeah. You thought that was my Bob Dylan?
What you think you're Frank Caliendo? Like you
no-
nailed.
I'm no
like
Frank
you nailed
Caliendo.
the impression. It sounded like Dylan. To
That-
be honest with
did
you,
it
it didn't sound anything like Axl. It was horrible. It's just
Let me hear
bad.
your Axl Rose.
Knocking
better.
on heaven's door.
It's better than mine.
And then I start bashing this, mashing
Yeah,
the
flip
table
it.
over. And,
It's
yeah,
better. It's actually better than
doing
mine.
coke and just banging groupies and models and burning
Consensus-
bridges and jumping out
Consensus
the
is
window.
we're gonna edit out both impressions.
That's right. Yeah. So thanks for submitting that question.
It took
I
us
think
on
we
a
pretty much
journey.
answered that. She's got her second kid. She needs to make sure that he is more present and available. I totally understand, though. I think sometimes like it's easy to go, you see the wife, the mother breastfeeding. You think, oh, I think she's got it right.
Right.
And so it's almost like you don't You're like, you got it. It's hands off. But I always offered help.
Yeah, did you?
Always offered help. Yeah. We said, do you need time alone? Do you need to take a nap? Do you need? I think maybe if you do something like that, you could assume that she's. Maybe he doesn't assume. Maybe he's just. I don't know. Maybe he's not present. I don't know. But
well, she doesn't communicate it. He doesn't know, right?
Yeah.
So that's the first step, I think. But I lived through this exact thing when we had our daughter. She was not a very good baby. She didn't sleep much. It was very hard. I was away a lot, and I didn't really do anything. Then when the second one came around, and Bess was like, "Hey, you got to do better than you did on the first one." And we had like a talk, and she was like, "Okay." And
it
I
was
like,
the
"Oh,
opposite.
What can I do?" Yeah. So I was like, "All right, what do I need to do here?" And then we just started going. But I think in the beginning, nobody knows what they're doing. So with the first one, nobody knows what they're doing. Nobody knows the right way. There is no right way. Nobody knows any of that. So I think you definitely just have to communicate what you're looking for help. Don't just be like, "Help me," because he doesn't know what that means. If you're like, "Hey," be
specific.
Yeah, be specific. I think you need to be specific in what you
be
need.
Specific.
Be specific. Hey,
Be.
ROWDIE. That's the way we spell rowdy. Rowdy. Let's get rowdy. Woo!
I think what she needs to have is
just a little patience.
I didn't know that Bob Dylan sang that.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, I would say
slit, blood.
I would say you communicate. I would say you'd have to say exactly what you need and for help. And if you don't know what you need, communicate that as well. Be like, look, I just need you to be around,
right,
and lean on each other. I think that's a big important thing.
So that's interesting. You dealt with this
exact scenario,
just the inverse.
Is it from Bessie? No, I did. Like, I just didn't. I wasn't. You want to have that second kid though too, and you can't not have the second kid if you really want to expand your family and have the joy of a sibling for your child, because you're afraid of the infant stage, right? You got it. There's ways to solve that, and it's by communicating, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
And by the way, there is no more difficult stage than the first year.
I know people say teenage stage is tough too, but I feel like the first year is just because you can't communicate with the baby. Sure, communication might be hard in the teenage stage. The kids have their own mind. They're getting into trouble or whatever, but I feel like at least you could talk to them and understand what they want or need better. Like in the beginning, you have no idea why that baby's crying.
But at teenage stage, like, it's just a lack of communication.
Sure.
They don't want anything to do with you.
Yeah.
Right? But the infant stage, it's like they're literally going to die if you don't do
it's the complete opposite.
The bare minimum.
That's interesting. Yeah.
You've got to be there every second.
Yeah.
And the biggest game changer is the minute a kid learns to walk. Because it's one thing to
mobile.
Like, it's great to just
put it down.
Fed you, okay, you did, you good, okay, shut the fuck up, put you down, okay, maybe I can get, okay. But the minute the walking starts, it's
where
like,
to go?
Oh my God, it's just no, put that down, don't touch that, get that out of your mouth, stop that, that's not food, please stop.
I think that you get so fried as a parent, right? And you don't remember like what's going on. One of my favorite, on social media videos it was like an Instagram reel or whatever. There was this woman who was literally holding the baby. There was another baby playing,
right?
And she's shaking the bouncer with her foot that the baby was walking,
right.
And then she looks and the baby's not there, and she stands up and starts panicking, looking for the baby as she's holding the baby.
Oh my God!
And then realizes and goes, oh, and you see her go, oh, and she just kisses the baby and puts it in the bouncer.
The classic.
That's how.
Where's my glasses?
Yes,
you're fucking.
And she's holding right, exactly.
Oh, that's crazy.
So yeah, it just goes to show you, like it really is tough. So I would say to this husband, try to step up as best you can. You didn't do a good job. It's okay that you didn't do better on the second one.
But she did a majority of the work.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, the first time.
Mm-hmm. And now it's his turn to step up.
Now it's his turn to step up.
There you go.
And she just needs to communicate that.
Right.
That's it. Hey, Joe and Steve, I love your podcast. Just need some friendly advice for a problem I've been dealing with for a few years. I lost my father in 2021, and I was always so close with him growing up. I took his death really hard, and I'm still trying to cope with ways to move on from it. I've tried therapy and all. Through all this, my partner was very supportive in the beginning, but now it's the opposite. How do I get him to change from the way he was?
He's the opposite? He's like telling her just get over it now?
I think it's obviously the wear and tear of, anybody wants to be supportive to anybody dealing with death or somebody you care about, I think, at the beginning of any relationship. But I think it does get to, it's like sneezing. You get 3, God bless yous.
Yeah,
and the 4th, you're like, all right, get the fuck away from me. And not to minimize the death
great
of
analogy.
a parent, but I think there's sympathy, and then there's like, all right, we've all had enough.
I
here.
think you're saying it's coming, which is a very good point. It comes from fatigue because
Yeah.
the other point too is that they can't do anything for you. And
Yeah.
that makes frustration. When you care about someone and you can't help them solve their problem, there's literally nothing you can do for them.
Right.
You feel frustrated and you rather be like, just do what you got to do and get over it because I can't help you.
Right.
So,
They've listened, they've talked, they've communicated, they've been there for you, and now it's to the point where it's just like literally, there's nothing else I can do.
right.
There's nothing else I can do.
I think
So maybe it's like maybe just go to your quiet space when you want to vent, or you know you need to whatever.
Right.
I'll be here for you.
Yeah.
But I like, what do you want from me? I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I think the big problem for I've had this happen because my parents are dead. Yours are not. And when my mom passed away, it's
Right.
actually literally the reason why I asked Bessie to marry me is because the way she handled helping me through that huge shock and hurt.
Wow.
And I have always dealt with the death of my parents in my own way, but I've seen the way some of my, like with my sisters, how their husbands had to be a little bit more supportive and part of it, where I kind of just handled it on my own. So I think it's kind of interesting. It all depends really on the person and the person that you're with, your partner,
Right.
and the dynamic of it. Because Bessie helped me big time in the beginning with it when it happened that first, 6 months, whatever, when I was really messed up about it. And then I was like, I found my own process of grieving and all that. And she was a little less involved about it.
Right.
Still there, of course, but less involved. Whereas like my sisters deal with it all the time. My sister feels a lot about like she didn't get to meet my kids, blah, 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 all this stuff,
Right.
And I really just think that a lot of the way that what you can do is have a conversation with your partner.
Right.
Say, look, this is how I feel. I'm still dealing with it. I get that you don't know how to do it. I just need, this is what I need. But understand that your partner has done what he can or they can.
Yeah. I think the outlet then should be going to, obviously, unless this is like everybody else is gone, there's the mother, there's the brother, there's the sister, there's the uncle, there's
People
the
who are
aunt.
affected by that as well.
There's people that are immediately impacted
Yeah.
by the death, the same as you, and maybe using them as a crutch because they can relate more than anybody.
100%.
But yeah, I think everybody's been in a relationship where there's only so much you can do for somebody.
For sure.
And certainly my brother and I, we have this very, very heated relationship, but I've been as supportive as anybody can be. And eventually you just hit a wall. You're like, I can't do this.
Yeah. I think it stems from that.
Yeah.
It stems from everybody's human. They give what they can, and then you run out of gas.
Yeah.
So, he's out of gas on this thing. So you need to be able to, and look, it is on you too, as a person, to deal with your grief and deal with you need to.
Yeah.
Nobody can help you as much as you can. That's the bottom line. Like
Yeah.
you have to figure out your shit in every aspect of life. You have to figure it out. It all rests on your shoulders. There's only so much that people could help you with support. And the only person that's going to support you getting through it is you. So I would say try to figure out how you can handle it without the help of anyone.
Yeah, it's interesting. Sometimes you read these like BuzzFeed articles, and it's like the hospice nurses will always write, here's what someone on their deathbed was saying to me. And like you read these things and you realize just at the end of the day, like, yeah, to your point, it's just you're going to be in a bed. God willing, you're in a bed at some point with, loved ones, whatever, but it's you riding off in the sunset by yourself.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good luck. It's not an easy thing that you're dealing with, but again, it comes down to communication, especially with your partner. Like, let them know.
Speaking
what you're thinking.
of death, this is a Viking funeral today. That's what this episode will be called. Viking funeral. Talk
Thanks.
about anal beads.
Thank you for
women
joining
are
us on
weaker,
our last
and,
podcast.
we'll never be
We
back.
appreciate it. Steve, you know what? I would love to say that you did great today.
You
Thanks,
love it.
everybody, for listening to Two Cool Moms. I've been Joe Gatto. That guy over there, he's going to rename nameless. And we'll see you guys next time.
Single tear. These mommies love you, so show us some love.
Please rate us and review us. Follow us on all social media and subscribe to our YouTube.